Hello and welcome to Guns and Gear. And as you can see, the Wildey handgun is here. Now I'm making this video as a contest entry into Gary Mandievan's latest contest. And I tell you what, Gary Mandievan's a great guy. I have been subscribed to him for just about as long as I've been posting videos, which has been just a little over 3 years. And Gary's just a great fellow. And he's having a contest going on right now. And in his contest, the prize is going to be a Beretta Nano subcompact handgun. Yeah, I know what you're thinking, that's really a great prize, but that's nothing really new to Gary. He has had several videos where he's given away some fairly nice firearms. So just an absolute great guy. I encourage you to go by and check his channel out and subscribe to him and get involved with the contest. Okay. Now let me say first off, Gary, if you should choose my name as a contest winner, I want to forward that Beretta Nano handgun to another channel, and that channel is Hazman440. Okay. Now let's get back to the handgun. Gary wanted us to make a video and talk about our second favorite handgun, or our second favorite gun, I should say. And that's pretty cool. That was a good idea, I thought. You know, for me, my favorite gun is and will always be the M1 Garand that my father built for me when I was a young child. But my second favorite firearm has changed from one point in time to another. And what I thought I would do is look at those firearms and choose to talk about one that maybe I haven't talked about very often, and that is this Wildey handgun. Now the Wildey handgun was made famous by a Charles Bronson movie, The Death Wish 3, and the design is from sometime in the 70s, early 70s, I believe. I really don't know very much about the origins of the design. The designer, his name is Wildey Moore, and he worked for a little bit for Stoeger. He worked a little bit for Winchester Arms, and you know, he came out with this design, and it's really, in my opinion, a fairly unique design. It uses a rotating bolt. Okay, it's a short stroke gas system. It is fully adjustable, and you can see this ring, this knurled ring right here, where you can adjust the gas flow. There are 6 ports that feed into the short stroke system. Uses a fixed or rigid barrel design, so that the barrel itself does not move during the action of firing the handgun, and it has a double action, single action mode of operation, and it was really designed to handle some fairly powerful cartridges. Okay. Now this is not a small handgun by any means, and as you can see, it sort of looks like it has a 1911 grip angle, and it does, but it really doesn't share too much other than that with the 1911, other than maybe where the safety is located. You can see it's a very broad firearm. It's heavy, and it's built tough. Okay. Now this firearm, as far as size goes, I think it's probably it would be close to the size of the big Desert Eagles, right? This design actually, I think, came out before the Desert Eagles. But I thought I would give you a little size comparison so you can get a little better idea of how big it is. Here is a Ruger SR 1911. This is a full-size government model 1911 with 5-inch barrel and slide. Okay, and here you can see where it shares that grip angle. Also, here is a end-frame Smith & Wesson. This is a Model 29 44 Magnum with a 6-inch barrel. Okay, that'll give you a little bit of the idea of the size of the handgun. Now this is chambered in .45 Winchester Magnum. Wildey also had a few proprietary rounds. The most famous was the .475 Wildey Magnum, which was the cartridge used in the Death Wish 3 movie. And that's a cut down .284 Winchester rifle round, and they had to expand it, of course, to accept a larger bullet. But of course, the cartridge length was of size to fit into the frame. Now you'll also notice that this has a European style heel release for the magazine. It's a single stack magazine that comes with the firearm, and it holds 7 rounds. And I chose 45 Winchester Magnum, and I'll tell you why. I bought this gun back in the 90s, and at that time you could see at a gun show you could probably run across a Wildey or two and another firearm called the LAR Grizzly, which was a really beefed up 1911 looking firearm, and often that firearm was in 45 Winchester Magnum as well. So there was a couple of guns being made in 45 Winchester Magnum, and at the time there was a few manufacturers that were making the ammunition for it. So I thought that was going to be a much safer bet. I really didn't want to go with the 475 Wildey Magnum and more or less had to create the shell casings and load my own ammunition. They did make some ammunition for the 4075 Wildey Magnum. They were often very short runs, very limited, and I don't know that anyone is making that ammunition today. Today, however, for the 45 Winchester Magnum, Underwood Ammo, a relatively new ammunition manufacturer, does have 45 Winchester Magnum loads in its catalog. And I have a couple of boxes of that ammo, actually, and it shoots pretty good. So that's a little bit about the firearm. All right. Like I said, I've had this since the 1990s. You don't often see very many Wildey handguns out there, or for that matter the LAR Grizzlies, which both of them are absolutely fine firearms. But this would be on my list of second favorite handguns, or second favorite guns in general. Please again go and check out Gary Mandievan's channel, and I'll post that below. Gary, as another reminder, if you should choose me as the winner of your great contest, please forward this firearm, the Beretta Nano, to Hazman 440. With that, folks, thank you for watching my video. I certainly appreciate it. And remember to shoot straight on the range and in life. Thanks.